had to change sites today at Lax Campground where we're at. And we started the RV, the motorhome up, and we heard a little chattering in the back. Weren't really sure what it was, but it chattered for a second, then it went away.
It's like whining.
But then we also smelled a skunk. Smell.
Burning smell.
Well,
Skunky burning smell.
But anyway, so we went to change sites, and I sat up in the driver's seat, and I noticed my voltmeter was not working right. It was not working at all. I felt that strange, and I even mentioned it to my wife. I said, the voltmeter's not working at all. I said, it should be, moving, but it's just sitting there. At that point, I looked at my other gauges, and everything at that point looked okay. So I said, well, let me just get sites changed, and maybe I'll check the battery connections and all that, see if I got thinking, maybe something's wrong with my battery connection or something like that. Maybe I might have an alternator issue. But anyway, on the way to changing sites, I got around the curve, and my warning light went on. Not the yellow engine, the red one, which is the stop immediately thing. And I happened to look down, and I saw my temperature gauge was going way over. And then I got a hot coolant warning. And at that point, I knew my serpentine belt, my drive belt had broke, because I was overheating and my alternator wasn't working, and that's what the belt drives all that stuff. And
Sure enough,
it's broke.
what causes that?
What causes that? That is a good question. We have 26,000 miles on this belt. I think it should last longer than that, but it didn't. Anyway.
And trying to find anyone who can help us in the middle of nowhere on a Friday afternoon
Good luck.
is like a golden Easter egg hunt, but we think we found someone. Our house is tore up. In order to get to the motor, we have to take everything out from under the bed, and we are full-timers, so we have
a lot under the bed.
Yeah.
And
So
then once you get the boards out of the bed, then you got to unbolt the board that covers the motor. 4 bolts, not bad.
no,
And then you pull those boards out.
Right.
And then you can see the motor.
yes.
And we actually saw the broken belt, and Sharon used her little grabber, grabbed one end of the belt and pulled it through.
Yep.
And it's up there on the counter now.
Yeah, you were holding it up in the video. So now we are set here. We changed our travel plans to accommodate having to wait for help. And we're just going to go with everything as well. And
We're just going to go with the flow now.
Yep.
Wait till Monday when the guy comes and see what he has to say, and
chillax.
go from there. Enjoy the camping. We're at a campsite. So.
And be thankful this didn't happen on a curvy mountain road.
The worst thing about this is that I didn't get to dump my tanks first.
Yeah, so.
So now I got to haul the portable pooper.
And I did laundry. I was
She
like,
did
let me
laundry,
go ahead and do laundry and fill it all the way up.
Laundry, we'll just fill them up, because we're just going to dump before we change sites anyway. So yeah, and I got tight quarters over there. So now I got to dig the poop tank out.
Well, that's okay. You need to leave it out because I got to put some of this stuff in the car. So we'll have room.
All right.
All right. Right, girls? It's been a weird day. This is not normal, is it? No, it's not normal at all. We don't know what to think. All right, we just want to fill you in on the breakdown in the campground on the Friday afternoon. Go.
So I left first campsite, drove past our second campsite on the way to the dump station to dump our tanks before we parked at the next campsite. And on my way there, a red light came on my engine alarm, which means the motor's going to shut down. I was trying to make it to the overflow boat trailer parking when it stopped right there in the middle of the road.
The one-way road.
The one-way road. Actually, there was a loop that another loop connected to right there in the middle of it. Friday, early afternoon, right before all the mayhem commences with all the weekend campers coming in with their trailers and toys and all that. So I knew that if I waited just a short amount of time, the motor would reset itself and cool down and all that, and which I did. Started the motor, pulled 30 feet straight into the gravel of the overflow boat parking. Shut it down. At least now I'm out of the road. I may be up there kind of clogging up the boat parking area, but I'm out of the road.
Parked right by a camper.
Yeah. So our option now is to leave it sit there, try to run our generator in the middle of the campground. Even though our generator's not that loud, well, that really was an option, but I could see behind me our campsite that we're trying to go to.
Down the hill, right behind
Down the hill, over a little piece of grass, like the V of the grass between the two loops, right into the pull-through site backwards that we had to go to. It was about 100 foot, kind of straight back almost.
Down the hill.
Down the hill. So I told Sharon, I said, I'm going to start it up, and we're going to get this in one shot. We need to hit it in one shot. Just start the motor real quick, down the hill, right to where the electric box is, and shut it down and do all that.
Between the curbs.
Yep. We did it. We went woo, straight back in there, dropped the jacks, threw the slide out, shut it down, and we were good now. We had our water, we had electric, we were out of everybody's way. We didn't have to run the generator, and we could start making phone calls to get our situation resolved.
And I think we had that site for 5 days, right? Mm-hmm. Initially, and we're like, okay, at least we have 5 days. Then what? Then if we have to move. But anyway, it didn't come to that.
Right.
Okay. We don't show just the happy times. We show the times we need to exercise a little patience.
Yes, because we are here in a campground in Kentucky. I'm on hold.
Yeah, if you have any problems, just plan on being on hold a lot.
We had an AC compressor lock up, broke our drive belt, which runs everything, and there's no AC compressor to be found in any local area. So now we're having to be towed 50 miles to a Freightliner dealer, and we're going to be in their parking lot until they get parts in.
Yes.
And fix us. Now we did have one mobile guy come out, and he was really, really nice, and he would have changed the part, but he couldn't get the part and so that didn't work. So,
yeah. So we've tried, we've exhausted all possibilities, I believe.
Yes.
This is where we're at.
Yep.
Gonna say goodbye a couple days early to this place, and
yeah, today's Wednesday. We were actually here till Friday, so we're really losing one full day.
Yeah.
But such as it is.
RV life. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
But the upside is when we leave, we'll have air conditioning.
Yeah. Woohoo! All right. Well,
all right.
We'll keep you updated. But just know that if you think when you break down, it's as easy as picking up the phone and calling somebody.
Yeah, let's call the auto parts store and get one.
But this is a lovely, sweet little site. We're going to trade this for a parking lot. It's all good. We're just thankful we get to stay in the parking lot.
Find a place to put like that suitcase and that other thing.
Well, we'll get on that right now. It's what you don't want to see. Or do you? I think we want to.
Actually called CoachNet is our towing service. They sent the tow guy out, and he was pulling in, giant tow truck, which you see the picture of it. And I told her, I said, be sure you make sure everything in the motorhome is buttoned down, and not like our move day, but like really buttoned down, because this thing's going to be jacked up in the air, leaning this way. Things can go that way, especially when he takes off. So
he said, you're not going to want to watch.
I said, you're not going to want to watch all this going on. But I told her, I said, you better close your eyes, because this young man's towing our motorhome. He's not going to drive like Grandpa does. He's going to go.
It was like a 60-mile tow.
Yes. So, and he did. Corners.
Yeah, curvy roads. Our RV is like bouncing along. It actually bottomed out one time, hit the tow hooks, and sent sparks. I'm like, whoa, that's something. But then he slowed down, thankfully. There you go, folks. Scary stuff. Well, we made it to Neely Coble Company, and they're going to help us. But tonight, that's our campsite right there.
For our first tow, her first tow, sitting behind her beloved Ruff road, watching it down the road. It was quite an experience.
Right. Nice guy though, very nice guy. Drove a little fast, but he drove the speed limit. We were thinking, well shoot, Ruff Road hadn't been going that fast, ever.
So, we're at Freightliner, Bowling Green, Kentucky, and now we wait to see how long this takes for parts, repairs, etc., etc. But while we're here, we're going to do some exploring of the Bowling Green area. So we would invite you to stay tuned for our follow-up video on this adventure of ours.
It's unplanned adventure,
unplanned side trip.
Unplanned stop in Bowling Green.
So, like I said, there will be a part 2 to this video, which will include some of the side trips that we went on while we were camped out in the parking lot.
Yeah, it was actually a nice day.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll share that with you.
Right. So, click like and subscribe.
Leave a comment. Yeah. Tell us about your breakdown adventures.
And we hope to see you on the road sometime, and not like the other couple that parked a couple of spots up from us.
Yeah.
Also in Freightliner.
Not parking lot camping.
Yes.
At a repair shop. Yeah.
I think there was 4 motorhomes in there. Yeah. Something like that.
I'm okay if that never, ever happens again.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to sign off this one. Till the next one. Gary and Sharon. We like looking at freedom, even from the parking lot of Freightliner.
It wasn't bad.
No.
Nice sunsets.
Yeah. Take care.
Bye.